Hey guys, welcome to this week's THORChain update. It is March 1st, 2026. We got a lot to get into. You know how we do it here. Nice and efficient. Let's get into it. Okay, so we had some incredible volume this week. Look at this, 55% bonding APY. Of course, this is back previous performance, right? But that's still very impressive. We had an amazing swap volume. Last 4 days is kind of averaged out a little bit, but wonderful to see. Let's check out the metrics here. The marketing fund, $7,000. TCY made some money. Super, super cool, guys. You love to see it. THORChain is alive and well and very, very happy. We had something very big happen this last week, guys. You know what it is. Solana. It happened. It happened. After years of hard work, whole new implementation, we finally got it. And chains that share the same form of implementation, they will be much easier to add now. So very cool job. Congratulations. We did have a bug on mainnet. This happens with pretty much every single chain. We always have these idiosyncrasies, these quirks. We'd have an $8 double spend, but that's why we limit the size of the pool so we can make sure it's function healthy. We don't want like $1 million double spends, right? So we have 3.16 coming. This will be happening in 4 days from the recording of this video, of course, March 5th. And it's going to have a fix for that bug. Okay, super, super cool. So Solana was working normally. We did incur like a slash event, and we did discover this double spend bug, but that is being patched, and we will see how Solana performs thereafter. So very cool. Speaking of 3.16, you guys, this is pretty wild, okay? With the assistance of AI tooling Hugin, we now have over 90 PRs. 90 PRs being added, 3.16. Okay, this output has never happened before. This is brand spanking new capability for THORChain. Hugin AI is absolutely incredible. There is no way I can go through all this stuff. Okay, the link will be in the description down below if you want to go through each and every single thing. But the power of AI helping with devs, it makes their job so much easier. Such a cool upgrade for THORChain, you guys. So 4 days, we're going to have all this still go live, and we'll see what happens. The 3.16 going on back to Solana, stablecoin pools. This isn't going to be in 3.16, but this has been added. Okay, so once Solana becomes, healthy and running, we get some churns, everything looks healthy, normal. Expect stablecoin pools to come on THORChain for the Solana chain. Super, super cool, guys. In other news, we had a new ADR submitted yesterday. This is from Boon. And this was actually requested by many people for Boon to do this. So Boon did do ADR 23 as well. But this is something that's been chatted about a long time in the community. And this is protocol-owned liquidity adding to the pools themselves, okay? And right now how it works is this is our current makeup. We have this 5% rune burned, of course. So going down, there's a few different proposals here. You can split the burn and then add the POL. And the reason why we want to add this POL function is because the treasury is what seeds the pools. And right now, most of the rewards go to nodes. And the treasury is a finite resource. To have a mechanism where we're constantly deepening the pools, not only to increase the TVL of THORChain, but to also help better swap execution and like price. Like the deeper the pools, the bigger the sub swaps you can do, streaming swaps or TWAP swaps, right? That's why we want to do this. So there's a lot of proposals here. You can have a big POL add. He breaks it all down here, the logic. So the link will be in the description down below. Definitely check it out. What do you think? Let us know. Moving on, guys. We had a really fun Thursday episode with Chad Bear where we talked a lot. We talked about marketing. We talked about Hugin AI, of course. We talked about adding Monero and the technical challenges therein. It was a very fun conversation. Definitely check it out. It was over 2 hours, but it was just a very fun and frenetic, fun conversation. On the marketing side, guys, we want to change our logos here. And Kenton broke it down. If you go to the whole live stream here, if you go to the 22nd minute mark, this is where this part begins. But I'll try to summarize here. So right now, we have this interesting situation in THORChain where we have other projects that use the THORChain logo. And depending on how you look at that, that's good or bad, right? Bad as in that's not necessarily THORChain proper, but good as in it spreads mind share. Here he breaks down the power of branding, right? How it affects people's mentality. People tattooing the Nike brand on themselves. That's very powerful marketing. So what is the most common logo for THORChain? It is this lightning bolt. That's what we tend to see, okay? And that's kind of where the logic goes. We want to basically revolve around the most common identifiers of THORChain. This is our current situation. THORChain, Rune, TCY. The argument is, if you look at these three things, you have to remember, you know nothing about THORChain, right? Just try to imagine you know nothing. These all sound like, they look like three different entities, three different, maybe companies you would, if you had no idea. This is THORSwap, this is Thor Wallet, again, separate teams. So it's a lot. It's a lot for someone who's completely new to figure out. There's a lot of friction there. So if we scroll down here, these are the proposed logos. And again, we want your feedback. What do you think? But check it out. You have the THORChain logo here. You have these two hues. You have blue and green. Now, if you split this in half right here, you get green and blue, which if you combine these two colors, they kind of match this, right? So these are the two assets of THORChain. You keep this brand right here. Also, it's white. It's a white background on the, the lightning bolt, and white elicits trust, right? If it's dark, just, that's just how humans think. It can be a little shady, a little dicey. It doesn't hit in that positive way. Light, just for all people, that's just how it is. It just invokes trust, right? Going down here, and you can see if you juxtapose these two things here, it just seems a little bit cleaner. Now, this isn't necessarily what we are going to do 100%. We want feedback from the community. Let us know. How can we make this better? I think it's pretty safe to say this is an improvement at the very least, but what do you think we should do? Let us know. There's a lot. The marketing team wants feedback. We always encourage feedback from the general audience. And another thing we talked about on Thursday is we're going to have a meetup for BTC Las Vegas, you guys. If you want to meet, I would love to meet you guys. Kenton will be there. I will be there. A lot of THORChads will be there. It's in 2 months, April 27th to 29th. We don't have the exact venue or the date yet, but it'll be somewhere around this, obviously. Let's hang out, guys. If you've never been to a conference before, if you've never hanged out with people in our industry before, there is nothing like it. To be surrounded by individuals who know all the things and you get to chat with them for hours. It is so much fun. So, guys, if you can show up, please do. Love to meet you. Moving on, guys, on our Saturday live stream, we had Andy, the CEO of Liquify. Liquify is an amazing team. They are wonderful contributors to the ecosystem. For starters, they actually push code to THORChain. This is the team that is responsible for batched outbounds on BTC. And what that does saves us money, right? So based on previous performance, if we had BTC batch outbounds, we would have saved up to $400,000. Now imagine a time where we have, 5x, 10x in revenue. That's millions of dollars. So this is a very significant contribution to the ecosystem. They also do nodes, and they also are an RPC provider as well. And they are helping new node operators get their feet wet by providing some RPC connections for free. That is a very generous and wonderful thing they're doing, because the hardest thing for a node operator is just getting started, getting their feet wet. And the upfront cost is always it's like the biggest barrier to entry, right? So they're doing a great job. They also have a Thor node dashboard here, and this is a really cool site for node operators. Check this site out, and then after you check it out for the first time, make sure to come back in a week or so, because they're going to be adding more pages to this and more functionality. Super, super cool. They do other things as well. Such a cool team. Definitely watch this one out here. We also had an interesting moment that happened on our live stream. Let's listen to this now.
Thanks. Yeah, Denny. Thanks, guys. Obviously, please keep going. Don't let me end the party. And
The party keeps going, man.
Keep it going. Yeah, awesome, guys. All right, well, take care. Thanks, Andy. Thanks, Andy.
Hey, bye, buddy. Thanks, take care, man.
Bye.
Talk to you later. Bye. Yeah, Andy. Boomer. What a boomer. We got boomered. We had a boomer moment on our live stream. Kenton, who's a very old man, he's about 87 years old. He wanted us to keep going with the live stream. And then as he exited, he canceled the live stream on us all. So he took us with us. Technology and boomers, man. I don't know. But thankfully, Coke was able to splice the live stream. So the link will be in the description down below. We make this a seamless process. But you got to be careful with old people and technology. That's all I can say. Let's move on to the app layer, you guys. The app layer is all the DeFi primitives on THORChain that's being developed by the Rujira team. Very amazing things are coming, you guys. So this is auto Rujira automations. That's what that is. And basically the fee staking rewards automation is coming. It has been pushed. And so right now in Rujira, you can't collect revenue yet. There is revenue being accrued, but there's not that many primitives being live. But this is going to be ready to go. So when the moment the team decides to turn on revenue to get that going, you can automate this process. And this is a very important addition. So very, very cool. And speaking of things coming, you guys, okay, custom concentrated liquidity, you guys. Imagine the omni-chain experience, cross-chain, but all chains, omni-chain. You have multiple wallets, similar assets. Maybe you have stable coins, right? USDC, but it's on separate, chains, Arbitrum, Ethereum. All of the complexity will be abstracted away on a simple single interface where you don't have to worry about the gas nuances anymore because it's all taken care of on the back end thanks to THORChain, okay? And you will have AI, okay? So check this picture out, you guys. If you don't know what this is, if this is overwhelming to you, that's because this is a sophisticated, a sophisticated actor will use something like this. But with this CCL custom concentrated liquidity, you now can simply state your intention to an AI, and anything that looks complicated will be abstracted away. So this is going to go with all the DeFi primitives on the app layer. Also, you can incorporate the automations, which I mentioned prior. So you have all these different relationships between all the different primitives on, again, an interface where everything is abstracted away. All the assets are made the same. You don't have to worry about that anymore. Again, you guys, this is absolutely incredible. There is no way I can break this all down within that's manageable and time-wise. This is the revolution. What the app layer is doing, what the Rujira team is building, incredible. Let's keep going, guys. Perps is coming back. Perps V1 was made by a separate team, and it was not living up to expectations. So the core team took it over. Rujira Perps V2, that's been pushed. That's coming, guys. Super, super cool. Shout out to Code Hans. That guy has been pushing a lot of code. Wonderful to see. I'm sure we'll have a lot more to say on the app layer next week. Let's transition to another team here, guys. Bior Labs. So this is like a neobank, okay? So imagine all the functionality of a bank on your phone. This is super cool, except it's crypto, right? So you retain custody, true custodies of your assets. And, for those who don't know, that's the thing with blockchain. You actually own your dollars, your money in your own phone. Whereas a bank, every time you use your card, they are giving you permission, right? So check it out. You have crypto on your Bior Labs application on your phone. You can have a real physical debit card that you can make purchases with, or you can make digital cards, digital prepaid cards for up to $10,000 that are not KYC. They're like gift cards, right? Or you can use them yourselves, and you can make as many as you want. This is truly incredible. This is a wonderful team. If you want to check this out, the Apple and Android files are down below. You will find them. Super cool team. And there's so many more things coming, you guys. Absolutely incredible. Let's finish up on THORChain's official interface, swap.thorchain.org. Swap.thorchain.org. You guys, if you want to experience what it is like to make a swap without a centralized exchange, this is the interface for you to use. We make it super simple. To make a wallet, like from your own wallet, external wallet, if you click this, you don't need to connect your wallet, guys. It's called a memoless swap. Check it out. Click swap. You just follow the instructions. Make sure to understand the small print here. There's some idiosyncrasies, some nuances that you need to know, but just go slow, follow the instructions, start with a small test amount, and you can make a cross-chain swap without connecting your wallet, no KYC, and permissionless, decentralized. If you're interested in the assets of THORChain that we talked about, if you go right here, click Rune, or click R, and then you have Rune and Rujira here. These are the two assets. This is the app layer. This is the main asset of THORChain. Backspace, click T, and you have TCY. This is a revenue sharing token right here. We made videos describing and breaking down all the differences between these tokens. You can check them out down below. Very, very cool, guys. If you've never experienced DeFi before, come to swap.thorchain.org. Get your feet wet, experience what it is like. It is the new standard for our industry. That's going to wrap it up today, guys. Remember, all the information on our videos are always just for informational and educational purposes only. This is not financial advice. If you'd like this content, please like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're going to have a lot more coming soon. Thanks for hanging out with us today, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.